Today, we're going to talk about acquired immune deficiency syndrome, or as it's better known, AIDS, and the myths associated with it. AIDS is the final stage of the HIV disease, which causes severe damage to the immune system. My partner and I are both HIV positive, so there's no reason for us to practice safe sex. Practicing safe sex, that is wearing condoms and using dental dams, can actually protect both of you from being exposed to other potentially drug-resistant strains of HIV. I could tell if my partner is HIV positive. You could be HIV positive and not show any symptoms for years. The only way to find out for sure is to go out and get tested. And what? It takes 20 minutes tops. Go out and do it. You can't get HIV from oral sex. It's true that oral sex is less risky than other forms of sex, but you can still get HIV from someone who is HIV positive even while having oral sex. Remember to always use a latex barrier. I can get HIV by being around people who are HIV positive. It's ridiculous that in this day and age, this myth still persists. You cannot get HIV through touch, sweat, saliva, or tears. Touching a doorknob or a toilet seat after it's been touched by an HIV positive person. Drinking from the same water fountain. Hugging, kissing, or shaking hands with someone who's HIV positive. Sharing eating utensils with them, or using exercise equipment at a gym. I don't need to worry about HIV. The new drugs will keep me well. Yes, it's true, there are several antiretroviral drugs that are responsible for extending the lives of those who are HIV positive. But these are expensive and produce serious side effects. And none of them have the cure yet. Also, the drug-resistant nature of the HIV virus makes finding a cure increasingly challenging. I can get HIV from mosquitoes. Because HIV is spread through blood, most people worry about biting and blood-sucking insects being able to carry the virus around. Well, this theory holds no water. One, because the HIV virus doesn't live for very long inside an insect's body. And two, when an insect bites the host, it doesn't inject the blood of the previous person that it's bitten. So as I mentioned, this holds no water. I'm HIV positive. My life is over. In the early years of the AIDS epidemic, the mortality rate was very high, but with the introduction of antiretroviral drugs, people with AIDS and who are HIV positive can live longer. AIDS is genocide. In studies conducted recently, as many as 30% of African Americans and Latinos expressed the belief that AIDS was actually a tool of genocide that was initiated by the government to wipe out minorities. Instead, higher rates of infection in these communities might be due to low levels of healthcare. I'm straight and I don't use IV drugs. I can never get AIDS. Most men become HIV positive through sexual contact with other men and, of course, intravenous drug use. But 16% of men and approximately 78% of women get AIDS through regular heterosexual contact. If I'm receiving treatment, I can't possibly spread the HIV virus. When HIV treatments work well, they can reduce the amount of the virus in your blood to such a low extent that they might not show up in blood tests. Research shows, however, that the virus is still hiding in certain parts of the body. That's it for me, guys. Remember to be safe and know your facts.